What's up, everybody? This Jay. I know what y'all thinking. You came to see some stand-up, but y'all ain't standing up, so neither am I. You know, what the hell? This is my Me Too non-movement. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, life crazy like that. Times is changing. I'm getting older, getting whiter, getting fatter. It's like I'm Fat Joe in a lowrider or something. I don't know. Life is crazy that way. One thing I did notice about life as I'm getting older is that as I look around, I'm like one of the last of the old school generation. One thing about that is like I noticed back in the old school days, we used to do things like go outside, play with friends. Nowadays, my son and his generation, they best friend is people they met online on Xbox or PlayStation. Hey, they don't even know each other's name. They go and calling each other skeet skeet on you and murder death killer 301, and that's their names. I say, well, what's his real name? I don't know, but we go way back. PS2, PS3, PS4. That's their memories. I don't know. It's a lot different these days. I mean, we actually got into trouble and did things back in the days. I don't know. I mean, how many of y'all old school and used to play outside and do things, like that, have fun? And what was the number one signal when you've been outside too long and it's time for you to come inside? The street lights. When the street lights come on, now hey, it's time to come inside. And the one thing that was even worse than if the street lights came on is if you stayed too late and your mama or your daddy came outside calling your name to come inside. For me, it was really worse because I lived in the hood and my mama was Spanish. And so she would come on the porch with her robe on and she'd say, "Yeah, y'all! Yeah, y'all!" And everybody would be laughing. This is the only little Spanish lady calling me out the hood, selling my name. And it don't sound nothing like my regular name, and everybody laughed, so I'd be extra embarrassed. And then she'd be, trying to snap and cuss me out or whatever in front of everybody. "What you doing? I'm telling you to come inside. You out here too long to play. Why'd you play it too long? What you doing? Huh? Get inside, boy." It was real embarrassing, but that's the one thing you learned is how to be embarrassed and live with it. That's the thing with this new generation. They don't know how to be embarrassed and live with it. That was just a regular part of life. If you got embarrassed back in the day, what made you stronger is not being embarrassed, but how you dealt with it. Nowadays, because of this anti-bullying and everything, they don't know how to deal with it. Back in my day, bullies was respected people. They were folk heroes. Bullies had all the respect. They made you stronger. You got beat up, you learned how to take that beating and deal with it better the next time. I remember bullies, they'd say, "Hey, go beat them up." I go beat somebody up. Next thing you know, I was getting beat up. That's just the way of the world. Sometimes you on top, sometimes you on the bottom. That's just how it goes.